Hey guys, Mr. Asiatic here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about all these shootings that's been happening and want to address some. I'm sure you guys have heard all these anti-gun people talking about changing the Second Amendment and taking away guns, and somehow they think that's going to help. So first, let's get into the Oregon shooting at the mall, and it's so sad. First of all my thoughts and prayers go out to all those suffering from this, victims and family. It's so sad that this has to happen so close to Christmas, man. It's hard to get in the Christmas spirit. I can't. I mean, I'm just really thinking about it, and my wife works nights, so I'm up. It's 12:56 in the morning, and it's really sad. It's hard to get in the Christmas spirit, man. It seems like every day somebody is just doing something stupid, man. It's not good for the people. First of all, let me clarify this because it sounds a little bad. It's not good for the victims. It's for those that are hurt. It's also not good for those of us that believe in our two-way rights because this is just getting out of hand, and it just really feels helpless that you just watching all this go, and you already know what it's going to start leading to. And so, anyways, let's start with the Oregon shooting, man. It's sad because a lot of these people that were there probably just there, with their families or whatever, trying to get in the Christmas spirit, buying presents, buying gifts, and there's wives and husbands and stuff that didn't get to come home to their spouses or their families, and it really is sad, and I just don't understand people that think this is okay, man. Like, if you're gonna off yourself, if this world is so bad, take yourself, man. Take yourself, dude. I've been in positions sometimes where it seems like just nothing's going right, man. It's just like, damn. I think we all have. But never once did I think, I've never thought about committing suicide, but never once did I ever think, hey, I'm gonna go kill a bunch of people and then kill myself. Why? Why would you do that, man? You know what I mean? It's sickening. But I also want to read the article this because this has something to do with my Second Amendment argument. Um, a 22-year-old Oregon man named Nick Milley, this was the mall shooting in Oregon, drew his Glock 22 and pointed at the shooter. He didn't take the shot because he saw someone in the backstop. He then went for cover, and the murder-suicide attempt then moved directly to suicide. And why is this significant to my argument? This guy saved lives. The shooter gun had jammed reportedly, and that's when the CCW holder drew his weapon. The shooter seen it, went behind cover, knew someone actually had balls and had a gun, stood up to him, and dude offed himself. And it just like the coward he is, really. It's ridiculous how the thoughts, man, mental illness or not, that takes a sick individual to do something like that. And also, I want to put myself in those of you guys' shoes that believe guns should be banned. Had my wife been in that mall, say my wife had been in that mall in that situation, and her life was taken, how would I feel? And I'm honestly imagining it. And as you guys see, my eyes are getting red. Um, some people have different thoughts, like the old saying goes, some people see the glass as half empty, some see it as half full. The way I see it, I would be angry at the state and county. Well, I live in California, so it's a little different than Oregon, but most of the counties don't issue concealed carry permits. I'd be pissed off at the state and county, to be honest with you. The shooter I'd be really upset with, but I'm just saying the state and county I'd be upset with, because then my wife could have had a fighting chance. You understand what I mean? She could have had a fighting chance, and that's why I would be, that's who I would be angry at. Wouldn't be angry at the gun because the gun did nothing. And this is one important thing that I want to tell you guys about. I see these shootings pretty much like DUIs, but a lot more senseless. Do you want to ban guns because I mean, do people want to ban? Have people ever thought about banning cars because people have drink and drive and kill somebody? Has that once came up? That's what I don't understand. People ever want to ban alcohol because of it? Never heard it. I've never heard it. And it's about the same scenario. It really is. Are you mad at the car? Or are you mad at the person driving when you read that article? You're mad at the person driving. It's the same thing with this. The gun did not shoot anybody. You know what I mean? Like I said, so banning guns, I believe, I truly do believe this wouldn't solve a damn thing. It really wouldn't. The same day, the Connecticut murders, I believe it's the same day. Chinese man in China went and killed, stabbed to death 22 kids, I think, or something like that. 20 something kids, something like that. 22 kids stabbed him. That wasn't a gun. You gonna ban kitchen knives? Also banning guns. You're taking guns away from those that didn't commit a felony, have a clean record, pass a background check, have no reported mental illnesses, etc. But you're not banning guns from Lil G down the street and all you gangsters. You're not banning them. So I'm in California. We have gun restrictions. Some people really think that guns are just you can walk in and buy them and no problem. No background check, no nothing. In California, we buy a weapon. We have to wait 10 days as a cool off period while our background check is checked. Then we can pick it up 10 days later. There's also restrictions. Let's start with this handgun here. This safety, there's nothing in there. You don't see this going off because I didn't tell it to. That's the point. We can't have more than 10 rounds in a magazine unless we owned the magazine before the ban. That's the way it goes. This here is an AR-15, and this was the weapon used in the Oregon shootings here. California, we also have restrictions. Okay. This is where you release the magazine at, and the same 10 round magazine applies to here. This is a 30 round body, but only holds 10 rounds. As you can see here, this is where you would release your magazine, right here. I cannot release the magazine. So say I was doing something like that, bam, 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 10 rounds. I can't release the magazine unless I had something pointy, in this case a 22 caliber bullet. Then I can release the magazine. Okay? I can then release the magazine, but I cannot quickly, bam, load another mag in. Okay? And this one is also safe. So this applies to every rifle that has a pistol grip, etc., etc. So this was the same weapon here, and you know a lot of people don't know the difference between an assault weapon and what we have here. People say military weapon. This is not a military weapon here. A military weapon is select fire, which means it can either go semi-automatic, which means one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot. This is all this can do here. One shot, one shot, one shot, one shot. Now, a military rifle, you can select fully automatic, hold the trigger down, and it will constantly fire until the magazine is empty. Now, this one, bam, 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 that's it. This is not a military rifle. This is not an assault rifle. Okay? This is a civilian version of a military rifle. Okay, we cannot have fully automatics here. So, you know, my point being is, as you can see, the bullet button on my rifle, that is legal. The 10 round magazine on my handgun, which is legal. I follow those because I don't want to break the law, our state law. Okay? Little G down the street, do you think he has a 10 round magazine in his handgun? No, because he doesn't care, because the gun is already illegal. Do you think he has a bullet button? No, because the gun's already illegal. So my point is, guys, you're banning guns, you're taking away guns. Do you guys really think that America is going to be able to take 400 million registered, not even illegal, but 400, just let alone registered 400 million guns in this country? Do you really think that's possible? And if so, do you know how much taxes would go up? Do you know there would be civil wars? There'd be all that. You ban guns, it's not going to stop mass killings. Mass killings are going to occur as long as there's a means to kill somebody. There's bombs. There's, chemical warfare. There's knives. There's so many other things. There's cars that you can ram. I mean, there's so many other things that people can kill people by. And like I said, if you're banning guns, do you really think that people still aren't gonna have guns? The other thing that I think is wrong with this country is those that ban guns. So when some thug runs in your house with a gun, what are you gonna do then? Hmm? You gonna wait 15, 20 minutes for the cops to show up? By that time, he's done beating your ass, killing your husband, and raping you. You gonna wait for that? You gonna wait for him to beat your kids, shoot your kids? Cops aren't always there for you, as you can see because of these shootings here. Where were the cops at then? That's what you have to ask yourself. Now, if you were in that same position, and I was in that mall with you, and I had a concealed carry permit, and I was in that mall, I may have been able to stop it. But with no guns, and only guns in the hands of those that want to commit crimes, that's all I'm saying. And also, like I said, I sympathize with this. I wish there was a way, but guns are not the answer. Whether I love guns or not, it's not the answer. Taking away hunting and all that other good stuff, American traditions, um, the art of you know weapons in general. It's not gonna solve anything at all. And like I said, it's like a DUI, man, that ended up killing somebody. And it's tough, man. I mean, I think what I'm against handouts of any kind, but I think mental illness needs to be addressed, and it should be free. Um, and we need to be more aware. Also, one thing that I would put on guns, I think that for your first gun, those that own that don't own a gun, that they're going to get their first gun, I do believe that they should have a mental evaluation, and then that's it. Then they can have a card or something, and then they can legally purchase guns. But I think you should be mentally evaluated by a licensed psychiatrist before you purchase a weapon. Yes. Not every time, but the first gun. And then after the first, you get a card or something, then you don't have to go to it. But that would be a step in the right direction, I think. It really would be. And because as you can see, people that are committing these murders have mental issues. That's what needs to be addressed. It's not the gun, it's the people with mental issues behind the weapons. We need to stop them, and we need to stop it now. Okay? So while we're busy giving EBT cards to people that are using it to buy Newports and eat at Subway and El Pollo Loco, we need to be offering free mental health care to those that need it. So that's all I'm saying. So this is Mr. Asiatic. Please leave me your comments. Not negative, guys. Let's try to keep this simple. And tell me what you guys think. If I have any good points, bad points, tell me what you guys would do. Let's discuss it like adults. Thanks, guys. Till next time.